Hey everyone, my name is Robin Graves, and this is The World According to Graves. I didn't think I was going to be doing a show for another 2 weeks, but I guess I'm going to have to do this one. This goes out to a Carol Collins who gave me the idea for this. Uh, wow, this was. Let me get my light done here. That way I don't look like I'm sitting in the shadows here, even though I am. I really need to get new lighting. So wow, let's not do that much. I really need to get a new lighting system here besides just a table lamp. I got a screen that I'm having done. So we'll have a screen behind us and we'll be getting rid of the damn window. In fact, we're having the window removed and a new wall put in, hopefully make this into a larger room, but that doesn't seem like it's going to happen for at least another couple of years. But anyway, Mike, first off, Mike, I have not done this in a few weeks. And excuse me, folks, I'm sweating. It's so hot here. And what used to be my office. Now it's my wife's office, and she's working from home because of this COVID shit. And now it's also storing things, girly things. Anyway, Mike, Tokyo Zombie. I had this movie given to me a while back, several years ago actually, and I never watched it until just recently. And it stars Tadanobu Asano and Sho Aokawa. Oh, I butchered his damn name. And it's a zombie movie based off of some kind of weird comic book. And I'm going to actually tell you how great this movie it was. Just it sucks. Don't bother. Ugh. Little sippage here. It's already been opened. I couldn't wait. Now, all of you out there need to go to Sprue Rods on Facebook. Trust me, they've got some really cool stuff there. They got some really good rods, custom made. Um, I know the people; they're very good people. Tell them Robin Graves sent you; they will treat you good. Believe me. Get the Robin Graves discount if there is one. But he will treat you good if you say that I sent you. Go talk to him. Great guy, great people, family owned. I really need to break down and get myself one. Uh, but anyway, Carol Collins gave me an idea on a social media post. But before I get to her idea, I need to inform you guys of something that Joe Biden said. First off, we have roughly 300 million people in the United States. Okay, roughly. Joe Biden he said, this is exact words, wow, we've lost 150 million people to gun violence, and COVID has killed another 120 million. Please message me on here. Leave your name. Let me know you're still out there. You're still alive. You're not one of the oh my God! One of the 150 million killed in gun violence, or the 120 million that died from COVID. Okay, let me know that. Joe Biden actually said this. In fact, it was actually on Facebook, and a fact checker actually went on there and said it's absolutely true. You can't deny it. He said it. So, but Carol Collins, this idea. These are some things she posted. I added a couple others to this that I wanted answered. These are a lot of questions that we need to ask the left and get a straight answer, because they never give a straight answer on any of this. They don't want to, because it shoots holes in their logic or lack of. I haven't seen anybody on the very many people on the left that have much logic. I know a few old school Democrats. Lester Jr., you're a great guy, great friend, old school Democrat. These new liberal, progressive assholes, piss on them. They don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. Literally, you point a hole in the ground at them, and they'll go, "Is that my ass?" But sorry, guys, I've been told by a producer, Nick Theriot. I hope I said your name right, Nick. Said I like that. There's a little bit of comedy in this. I thought there is. I didn't know this wasn't comedy in anything. But anyway, here are some things. There's a lot of these, so people, please stick around. These are good. These are really good. They need to be asked to people on the left and see if you get a decent answer other than them calling you a poopy head and racist and cussing you and saying how you don't care about your fellow man and blah, blah, whatever else bullshit they like to say. So here we go. First one. If a guy pretends to be a woman, or vice versa, you are required to pretend with them and accept the other 500 genders? Further, why are these same people worried about men and women getting COVID and not the other 50 genders? Are they not worth being thought about too? Next one. Why is it un-American for a census to count how many Americans there are in America? Yeah. Next one. Why is Russian collusion in our elections bad when illegals voting in our elections are good? See, nobody answers that for me. Nobody will. Next one. Why is it okay for Joe Biden to blackmail the president of Ukraine and brag about it like a drunk in a bar? But it is an impeachable offense for Donald Trump to inquire about it. That's what the whole impeachment thing was about. Was his overuse of power, abuse of power, overreach, something. Is because supposedly he asked about Joe Biden. You see how far that went, people. Funny how the impeachment didn't work, and right after it, we got COVID, and the media is scaring everybody. Politicians are using it to make you ashamed of yourself and all this, but we'll get into that at a later date. Trust me. Here's the next one. Why do people who have never owned slaves should have to pay people who were have never been slaves reparations for slavery? Why? Will somebody answer me that question? By the way, we will be getting into how you can answer me directly later on in just a little bit. Yeah. Now, why is it that a white person is held accountable for saying something that might be construed as racist in their distant past, while BLM, black activist groups, and black entertainers are allowed to say and do racist things against white people, and nobody's allowed to say a damn word about it? Why? Why? Please, somebody enlighten me. Educate me why that's okay. Why white people can be treated like garbage and have racist dispersions cast upon them. Please. Now here's another one. This is a good one. Why is it that inflammatory rhetoric is wrong, but harassing people in restaurants, bars, stores, etc. is virtuous? Why? Why is that okay? Believe me, there are a lot of things I would like to say to some of these assholes in public, but I have a little bit of decency. I hold my words to myself till we're alone and I can speak to them person to person without a big crowd of people listening. That may be changing soon, though. I don't mind embarrassing the shit out of people. Here's another one. Why are people who have never been to college are required to pay the debts of college students who took out huge loans for their college education? Why do we have to pay your debts? We didn't force you to get this debt for this stupid-ass liberal fucking arts degree, your basket weaving degree. I gotta get some sippage here, folks. Give me a second. I'm on a roll. Next, you're going to tell us we got to pay your mortgage, too, and your rent, and give you money to live on and everything. Jesus, people are you losers. It's not my fault you got a debt. You went into debt that way. You could have went to a trade school and not paid much of anything and got a better job than you have now. At least you wouldn't be flipping fucking burgers. Okay, next. Why is it that immigrants with polio and tuberculosis are welcome in this country, but you better make damn sure your dog has been vaccinated for something? Why? I love the double standard the left has. God, I love the double standard. Gives me ideas for shows. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have very many episodes, no. Why do foreign doctors and engineers have to go through a rigorous vetting process, but any illiterate gangbanger who crossed the border illegally is more than welcome in this country? You know, I got into a discussion earlier this week about the Statue of Liberty, how it's a symbol of America. Well, you guys may think that, but it was a gift to us from France. It was a dirty joke from France. Give us your oppressed, you're uneducated, you're this, that, the other. Might as well put a thing on there that says, "Send your worthless people here. We'll take care of them." We do good to take care of our own people. We have problems in this country. We need to take care of before we start taking care of everybody else's problems. God, why is a $5 billion for why is $5 billion for border security too expensive, but 1.5 trillion for free healthcare for illegals isn't? Why? Maybe Nancy Pelosi needs to explain that, since she's all for that. She needs to sit down and explain her wrinkly ass to people. She needs to do that. So far, I haven't seen her spout one bit of logic since I've been alive. God, bitch. If you don't like what I said about her there, calling her a bitch, believe me, stick around. You're not going to like other things I say about that wrinkly old shrew. Here's another one. Why is it that if you cheat to go to college, you go to prison? But if you cheat to get into this country, you go to college for free. Why? Don't tell me illegals don't get a chance for an education. I have seen them in college who they never even finished high school. Not only they can spell high school, but they go to college for free. And people like me and you have to pay for it. Yeah. Yeah, don't tell me there's no such thing as a free education for illegals. God. People that scream out that there's being dozens of genders are demanding a female president. Don't the other 50 plus genders matter? Don't you want one of the other 50 plus genders to be a president? You know, it's hypocrisy. Let's have a woman for president, but they don't want to talk about females because females don't exist. You know, it's just one of 5 million genders they make up on the fly. How about the other genders? Don't you want them to be president? Are they good enough for you? Guess not. Now, talking about mattering, this is a good question. I have been cussed and screamed at and called racist for this. Oh my God, I've gotten death threats for this on social media. Talking about mattering. If Black Lives Matter is so pro-black, why aren't why aren't their proponents, the people out there that praise BLM and what BLM is doing, terrorist activities, being socialists, promoting socialist ideals? Oh, I didn't say that, did I? Did you guys hear that? I didn't say anything. Why are the proponents of BLM demanding something be done about black on black crime? Or doesn't that matter? I hear BLM talking about how let me get a sip here for a minute. You guys gotta excuse me. It's hot outside. I've been outside, doing a lot of things and a lot of dust and everything out there. It's July in Georgia. It's bad. Burp. Anyway, why Black Lives Matter? Why don't Black Lives Matter? Why don't they stop the killing of blacks by blacks? I mean, I'm sitting here on TV, every morning watching news, watching how black people are shooting black people. They're killing each other, killing kids, for God's sake. But BLM, I guess that not all Black Lives Matter in that case. Like Don Lemon said, that prick. God, that phony jerk off. Yeah, ask a black person, why doesn't BLM do something about black crime? I've actually asked this. I've asked, why doesn't BLM do something about black on black crime? And the only answer I get is, well, that's the problem. We need to take care of ourselves. That's right. Take goddamn care of it, people. BLM is a fraud. Jesus. Now, talking about BLM and their socialist agenda, we've seen other countries who were socialists collapse. Why haven't the left seen historically people from these socialist countries have even died trying to escape to a capitalist country? Like here in America, I've never seen a socialist. I've never seen someone from America try to escape to a socialist country. I've never seen people get on rafts and go from South Florida to the workers' paradise of Cuba. I've never seen people try to escape from America and move to communist Russia back in the 80s. I've never seen that. Do you see anybody trying to escape from here and go to communist China or North Korea? Do you? No, they're trying to escape to come here because we're a free country. We have capitalism here. They can make something themselves. They don't have to worry about the oppression in their countries that the social democrats here in this country are trying to push. You know, it makes no sense. I have asked and asked and asked, and I get no answers. I get no. They try to confuse you with words that have nothing to do with the situation. When you show that you have an education against these assholes, they run and hide. Bernie Sanders, back in the early '70s, was actually a member. Actually went to go visit a commune. This is true. This you Google this. This is true. You can Google it and find out for yourself. Went and stayed at a commune and was thrown out of it because he didn't want to work with everybody else. He wanted to sit there and talk politics with everybody and was disrupting them getting their work done. It's bad when a communist society throws out a communist. Now, you guys want to be socialist. Here in America, you can be socialist. You go buy yourself some land, move all your friends on it, have a commune. Yeah, that's not a problem. But don't force other people to pay for it. That's your business, not ours. We're not paying for your little choice of living. You don't like the way I live, you don't like my beliefs, I sure as fuck don't like yours. Don't make me pay for your bullshit. But if you want to be a communist, go be one. I'm not stopping you. Go buy some land, start a commune. Please, get out of my way. Let me do something with my life without you people interfering. So, anyway, on to the next one. Why are some people held responsible for things that happened before they were born, and others not even held responsible for what they are doing right now? I'm told that it's my fault that everybody, that all black people were slaves because all white people owned slaves. I mentioned the thousands upon thousands from the North that fought freeing slaves, and I'm called a racist. Now, you want to sit here and tell me how I'm a horrible person because I'm white. The leader of BLM, that bitch that she is a trained socialist and trying to push socialism. Her exact words, she is a trained Marxist. Has sat there and said that white people are a disease and they need to be eradicated. That we're filth. That we are mongrels. She gets away with that because she's black. She's not totally black. Her father is a Jew. Her father is Jewish. She's not fully black. But according to the little laws, the one drop rule, if you have one drop of black blood and you're black, well, in that case, I have black people in my lineage. So I guess I'm black too. Okay? So she could go and say this, but I can't. She could blame me for things that happened 150 years ago, but I can't blame them for burning down businesses and attacking white people. They're not responsible for that. That's Trump's fault. That's somebody else's fault. That's not theirs. God damn, it's like talking to a 5-year-old. Shit. Jeez, I like this one. Why are criminals caught and released to hurt more people, but stopping them is bad because it's a violation of their rights? What about the rights of the people they hurt? What about them? Nobody says anything about their victims. The victims have no voice. You're more worried about the criminal himself. Jesus Christ, people. We got criminals out here killing people daily, and you want to blame the gun. Well, I lived in the UK for about a year. I saw there. No, they have very few guns there. But there's still killings and assaults with weapons. When I was there, the big thing was hitting people with hammers and curb stomping them and kicking them in the head with boots on. You know, getting rid of guns isn't going to do anything. It's going to make people find other ways to do stuff. Criminals are always going to find a way to break a law because that's what they do. They break laws. They are criminals. They should have no rights until they are put away and pay their debt to a society. Now, once their debt to society is paid, I believe they should be erased. They should be treated as anybody else. But we have states that are releasing them early because, oh, we don't want them getting COVID. But it's okay for everybody else to get COVID. You'll get rid of the criminals out of the county jails and city jails and let them go home and arrest somebody for riding a skateboard because, oh, he's spreading COVID, a virus with a 99.7% survival rate. But it's okay for this guy to go and rape and rob and assault. But you can't have COVID, but you can do this. You make no sense. You're hypocrites. That's all you are. I'm calling you out. You are hypocrites. And the most important question that I want to ask here: why is it if you and I ask any of these questions, someone makes us into a racist? Why? Seems like if anything happens, you ask any questions, you say something they don't like, you're racist. That's their stock word. That's their thing. That's always what they fall back to. No matter what you do or say to ask them anything, to make them look bad, to make them use the tiniest iota of logic, you're racist. You destroy their narrative, you're racist. You question their narrative, you're racist. You question them, you're racist. They want freedom. They talk about freedom, but you're racist if you talk about freedom. Excuse me, folks. Another little bit of slippage here. It has been a rough day for me. There's dust and mold in the air. I'm allergic to mold, and it's hot. So, I was asked by somebody to. This is the second part of today. I was actually asked by somebody, how do I decide what to put on here? I started off originally scouring the news. Now, I've noticed that that anytime anything's in the news, everybody's talking about it. Everybody is. So instead of losing my voice, my voice being drowned out. There, is that better? Instead of my voice being drowned out by everybody else, I decided, you know what? I have a lot of sources. I have a lot of people out there that I can talk to. Alan Rothery, love your brother. Tina, you're great. You're one of the best friends I got. I talk to a lot of people, and I look around at what they're posting, and I look at what they're saying, what they're concerned about. And I have people giving me ideas, people sending me ideas. Rebecca Vanderwerf, you're an amazing person. In fact, did I mention my wife's name is Rebecca also? And so is my ex-wife's. But it's spelled different, so it doesn't matter. But I get a lot of information handed over to me. A lot. I have to go through it. I research it. I research both sides of it. The what's pro and against an idea that's out there, or what's going on, or what the Democrats are saying and the Republicans are saying. And I'll sit there and look at both sides. And I've got to decide then which story is true, which story is right. Or I'll get something that I'm holding on to for later because I want certain things to develop first. I don't want to come out here and say, so-and-so is getting arrested for something or other. It's being planned and everything. And everybody's going, yeah, he's wearing a tinfoil hat. He's a conspiracy theorist. I don't subscribe to conspiracy theories. I desperately try to stay away from those. I want to tell you what's really going on, the way I see it, what I'm seeing that's happening. I have to sit here and wait to see what happens with a lot of these stories. Some I even get, I refuse to come on here with. I refuse to. They're so inflammatory. I don't want somebody coming and suing me personally for releasing this on YouTube, and then posting it all on social media. I have to be very careful with what I do and I say on here. I would like to do more and say more, but I have to think about a lot of different things. There's a lot of variables to everything I put on here, everything I say on here. I skirted the limit last week with what I could do. But it was something that had to be said. Um, there's a lot out there that is still coming to me today. I have sources. I have three doctors and a virologist. Their sources. I have police department members of police departments, APD, Powder Springs Police Department, uh, Marietta DA's office. I have people in positions I can't even mention because they don't want their names out. They don't want who they are because it'll get them into some serious trouble. Who will come to me as long as I know their names. I know who these people are, who they work for, but I have to use them as an anonymous source to keep getting information from them. And believe me, I get some pretty serious information. There are things that I'm handed over right now that bother me. Uh, the other day, I received some information, um, and I sat there all day deciding whether or not what I'm going to do with this. So I talked to my wife. I said some of this frightens me. The information, because I don't know if I'm supposed to have this or not, and I don't want Homeland Security, who I have a friend with Homeland Security, someone I get along with very well. I don't want them against me. I don't want I don't want Homeland Security coming and picking me up in my home, and I never see my wife again. I'm not gonna say I get top secret anything. I don't. I don't want that. That is not something I want. But I do get sensitive information. I'm privy to a few things, statewise here in Georgia, that I'm not. I can't say anything about. I can't put it on here. Um, I don't even keep it here at home. Hard copies here at home. Um, it's hard to explain to people who have not been in my position. My job is to inform you of things, but there are things I can't inform you about that I wish I could. Things I'm afraid to inform you about. I'm afraid to let them know that I know, because I don't know if I'm supposed to know this. So, look, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. My name is Robin Graves. This has been The World According to Graves. You guys take care of yourselves. Be good to one another. And most of all, talk hard. Catch you later. Take care. See you in about, let's make it 2 weeks. I'm going on a camping trip. I need to get away from the world for a while. I need a rest. You guys take care of yourselves. And most of all, be good to one another. Peace.